Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. I'm bringing you a little Mother's Day gift on this video, and as you can see there are cards, and I thought this one was quite nice. Many people nowadays have step parents, and although some of them may still get Mother's Day or Father's Day cards, sometimes you don't want one that says Mom or Mother on it. So I just thought this would be quite nice for somebody who is more like a parent than actually is the parent. So I thought that was quite nice. And as you can see, it's a little desk post-it note. So it simply sits, I'm hoping you can see how it sits, just like an A-frame with the little post-it on top. Obviously the same with this one, exactly the same design, and on this one I've used the So Succulents, and this one is the Floral Boutique with the Petite Petals Punch. Crikey, that's a mouthful. So I'm going to show you how I made up these, and obviously all the details for these ones will be on my blog as well. I'll just put those to one side. So for this one, you need your little mini post-its, and I'm going with the Fresh Fruit Suite because, again, I think this is one that doesn't get looked at very much and is actually quite cute. And especially now that we're starting to get blue skies and warmer days, I just think fresh fruit just makes me think of summer, and I just love strawberries as well, even though I'm using peaches today. But anyway, so I'm using the fresh fruit. So very simple to make your post-it note desk thing. Can't think what to call it. So as I say, little mini notepad, post-it note there. So I'm using Peekaboo Peach here, and I have a piece of cardstock that measures 2.5 by 8 inches, and I'm very simply going to rotate it and score it at 3 and 6. And that's it. Simple. And then we fold the smaller section in up on itself. Oops, sorry. And just give it a little burnish. And then that one we fold that way and give it a little burnish. And obviously there is your basic card. So I'm going to grab some DSP of the fresh fruit and my fuse, and the DSP for this one measures 2.25 by 2 3/4, and I'm just going to pop it on there. And for this one I decided to go with some vellum to put over the top. So I'm just going to stick my post-it note on the bottom first. So again, making sure that you've got the opening the right way. Again, just a couple of runs of fuse, and then we just line it up on the bottom and stick it on. And obviously there's your basic anyway. And just to decorate mine, like I said, got a little bit of vellum, and with the fresh fruit I'm just putting the Love You More because I think that would be quite nice on someone's desk. So I'm bringing in my Versamark, and the vellum that I'm using for this is actually, to be confusing with things, is 9 centimetres. Sorry, no, I'm telling you a small fib there. It's 2 inches by 2.5 inches. Ignore what I'm saying. So just stick that on there. And then I've got my gold embossing powder because I just figured that the gold would look quite nice. It may not when I've done it, but we'll see. So just dusting that over, knocking the excess off. Put that to one side, get my heat tool, get it a little warm, and then just gently heating the gold. That's changing really quickly today. Let's just spin that round. It's getting a little hot near my fingers. Ouch. Okay, that's that bit done. So let's see, moment of truth, how will this look? Oh yes, I think that looks quite nice. So to stick this on, and this is just a little tip and a little trick that I've sort of picked up along the ways, I'm going to stick glue dots, oops, on the back in the corners, and then just simply to cover them over, I'm just going to use some enamel shapes. So those are those. Let's stick this in place. And then I'm just going to grab my enamel shapes, and I think this is just perfect and screaming out for hearts, isn't it, if it says love you more. So I'm just going to pop some hearts over, oops, over where the glue dots were, just actually to hide them. And I think, do you know what, I'm going to stick another one in the centre of the heart, in the centre of the O there. Just level that up, there we go. And there's that one made, and I think that's really cute, and I love how this gold stands out over that peach on the vellum. And obviously with the others I did make a card, and I'm going to do exactly the same for this card. So I have my basic card base, which is my A4 cut in half, scored in half. I then have my layer of DSP, which obviously is half a centimetre smaller, so it's just got that small border. So I'm actually going to use my snail for this one because it's not a heavy or a thick card. So I'm going to pop that on. And again, I'm just doing exactly the same, and I have the vellum, which this one measures 9 centimetres by 13.4 centimetres. I apologise for having to do the centimetres, but that's how I work my layers and bases out for cards, so it's easier for me to do it that way. So back in with my sentiment, back in with my Versamark. I'm going to stamp this in the centre. And just because that will be, I feel, a little boring on its own, just that little sentiment, I'm going to come back in with my stamp set. Let's get rid of that one. And I think I'm going to use this little swirly pattern here, but I'm just going to add at the bottom, I think. Yeah, that'll do. And then again back in with my gold embossing powder. Can't pick it up. Dust it over, tap the excess off. Put my lid on before I set up my heat tool, otherwise it'll blow it all out of the box, and heating it up again. Now this one shouldn't burn my fingers because it's not as close, and hopefully you can see how quickly it takes once you get the heat tool warm. It really does take really quickly. And that's that one done. And then, yeah, I like that. And then we're just coming back in with the glue dots again in the corners. I really like using vellum because sometimes the DSP is just so pretty that I don't really want to hide it with a sentiment or something to cover it with. So I think vellum's great because it allows you to add sentiments and images and patterns, but not to hide or take away from that beautiful DSP. Now obviously I've got a small curl here where the heat tool has bent the vellum, so simply just get another glue dot just to hold it down, and I think I'm going to put one the other side as well just to keep it flat. And then I actually want to make a small bow with some of the Peekaboo Peach ruched ribbon. I think that would be big enough. Trim the tails off, and then I use a glue dot for my bows, which I'm going to stick just there, I think, and then back in with my enamel shapes over the glue dots. Don't forget those ones at the side, and I think I'm going to go with one in the middle of the O again, just to keep it all together. I quite like that. I think that's enough of dots and ribbons and stuff. And obviously fold your card over. Whoops, get your bone folder, give it a crease. Obviously with this one, make sure that you do give this top a real good press, because you want it to stop. You don't want it to be flopping like this every time. So if you give it a good fold, it will stay up. And I'll just lie it down so you can see it. If I bring the others back in, like I said, you can see different designs for different cards, different people, different themes. I don't know if I can zoom out anymore. No, it'll only let me zoom in. Obviously there'll be proper pictures on my blog, but yeah, really effective, really quick and simple and beautiful homemade gifts for your mother or special person in your life for Mother's Day. All the details are on my blog. The link is below in the description bar. You can buy all the items I've used. Obviously the succulents are only available while the spring and summer catalogue's ongoing. The others are from the annual catalogue. Check it all out, guys. It has some amazing stuff, and look at the beautiful creations you can make. Quick and simple, perfect for any mother. Thanks for joining me, guys. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye.